Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a stream. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a stream. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever the fudge nugget it is, wherever the fuckleberry you are. Welcome back to the Easy Reefers Fish Room here at the Artist Who's Forgot Last Channel Missed Stuff. Yeah, let's pretend those words made sense in some sort of sequence. Today I want to talk about some random stuff at a random time, which is the main reason why I'm making this broadcast, because there's some viewers who haven't been getting notifications or haven't been joining us lately. And I've been wondering if I choose a more random time, maybe they can catch the live stream. Or maybe not. But anyways, today I wanted to talk about some principles, maybe even some wisdom. And if you're wondering if somebody's a man of God, whether they actually follow God's commandments themselves, you should always look and see if they have a greater understanding to God's truth and a greater understanding to add to what's taught in the Bible. Because you can't just read and repeat and have accomplished anything. You can't just read and repeat and even be trusted. Because anybody can read and repeat. Monkey see, monkey do. It's not difficult to fake it until you make it, in that regard. But when it comes to serving God, when it comes to being the quote-unquote real Christian, one simply cannot fake it until they make it. But that seems like what a lot of churches are interested in. That seems like what a lot of congregations are interested in. And that just turns me the fuck off. It almost kind of pisses me off, in fact. I don't like to see churches getting full of themselves, calling themselves the best church. I don't like denominations getting full of themselves, calling themselves the best denomination. You know why I call them denominations? Because it's a name that just sounds like duh to God. That's why it's called a denomination. I get tired of anybody just doesn't just call it a church. Why don't you just call it a church? What kind of church? A church. Well, what kind of message do they have? A church message. You know? You don't have to be Catholic. You don't have to be Pentecostal. You don't have to be evangelical or Episcopal or Methodist. You don't got to be a Mennonite or a Mycenaean. What? Are we Mennonites or are we Mycenaeans? That's a little joke. Not a very good one. But it made my ex-wife laugh, so it can't be that bad. Not my ex-ex-wife. Not my recent ex-wife. My ex-ex-wife. None of my exes live in Texas, however. That's why I hang my head in Jimmy Dean. What? That's why I'm gaining weight and trying to look more like a Texan. By eating Jimmy Dean sausages. Yeah, it's way too much of a stretch, isn't it? Way too much of a stretch. Anyway. So here's some wisdom for you. Never tell anyone you don't trust implicitly. Never tell anyone outside your family and close friends about anything you're gonna do until you've already done it. Because talking, that's the easy part. And you don't want to embarrass yourself. You don't want to have the fruits of your labor spoiled before they can be harvested. And you don't want someone else making off with your crop share. So there's some good practical everyday wisdom for you. Tell your dad. Hell. Tell your stepdad and your uncle. Tell your cousin Jim and your Aunt Ethel. If you don't have an Aunt Ethel, you're missing out. I don't have an Aunt Ethel. I know I'm missing out. Aunt Ethel's always cooked the soul food. You got an Aunt Ethel or an Aunt Edna, it's almost as good as having an Aunt Carolyn. I got an Aunt Carolyn, though. I'm hooked up. You don't cook soul food that often, but she knows everybody who does. Anyways. So apparently this isn't the time of day to try to get random people in the chat. Oh well. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Pilot your vessel through the still waters and watch the waves be smiled before you. Yes, smiled. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 merrily. Life is but a stream. I don't mean a live stream, although, kinda. What's up, Jared? Jordan? Jared. J-Rock. I should just say J-Rock. I really should. I start to say J-Rock, and then I try to, like, make a name out of it. Yeah. Although if you really slowed it down, like, Sorry, I hope you weren't stoned for that. That would have been a nightmare. Holy shit, what the fuck is going on? Is he caught in a black hole of some sort? The singularity is exploding. Anyways. So how are you, sir? Working in Wisconsin. Oh. Anything to do with cheese? I had to ask. I'm working on the cheese wheels all the live long day. Working offshore in Wisconsin. Through the rolling waves of cheese grass. Well, did you get the thing about my wife leaving me and all that? Yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at still. I was supposed to be starting a job today, but the manager called in sick. I thought the employees I thought managers were invincible. But I've seen one manager after another wind up getting sick right when they said they was going to meet with me. But oh well. I've got a promising meeting coming up. Very, very promising. Looking at a property in Baton Rouge to just try to do a fix and flip. Just some basic fix and flip type stuff to get ahead of the game, you know? But it's not just about the real estate though. This is about all my inventions at once, and this is about the Easy Reaper store going out sooner rather than later. Like within the next 3 years, we could be filming from that store, as opposed to 5 or 10 years down the road, like it would take me on my own. But anyways, life is definitely a strain, man. And you're just like a ripple going through it. Every part of your life becomes a part of you. You imprint on it. That is, it imprints on you. It's a wave in motion. And you just gotta try not to crash into the shore. Try not to get swallowed up by a vortex. And just keep on rippling down that stream until you make it to the ocean. And then that life, that information, that wave goes on and gets absorbed. And maybe one day it comes back. It goes up another stream. Even as it evaporates, even as you age and wither, the resonant energy from that evaporation creates waveforms. Your wisdom, what you've done for other people, what you've done to other people, lives after you, passes on. So you gotta row, row, row your boat gently down the dream. Merrily, 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 life is but a stream. How you like them apples? Anyways. So I'm just chilling, man. Trying not to get anxious. Not doing a very good job at it. I went to Burger King. They got my order wrong. Charged me too much for a drink. Forgot a fucking sandwich. Then a whole bunch of people showed up at the counter. I'm like, oh, fuck it. I guess I'm just eating one sandwich. One little kid sandwich. Fucking got home. I was already hungry again. I had some fries with it, but that wasn't enough. Came home and had some Pop-Tarts. That didn't help a damn bit. About to start tearing up those chocolates I bought my wife. I mean, if she don't want them, I guess I should eat them, right? I don't want perfectly good chocolates to go to waste. But then I don't have enough milk for that. You can't be eating chocolate without milk. That's just not right. Anyway. Yeah, let's see. I wait any longer, they're gonna start getting nasty on it. And they're from fucking Valentine's Day. That's already pretty old. Save this for emergency headlight. I mean, a tail light repair. No, that's what emergency taillight repair kits are for. And go your ass on eBay and order a new taillight. Oh shit. I'm starting to think this was the right decision. No idea what any of this shit is. Like a guide. Oh wait, there's a guide. Vanilla cream. Okay. She should have checked the chocolates. Russell Stover's. Maple nut butter. All I have to drink is root beer. Oh, that's fucking good. Yeah, she really should have. Should have taken the. Should have taken the chocolates. Ooh, raspberry cream. Mm. I don't know what a Roman nougat is, but I'm about to find out. I think it's some sort of cherry. Flies cannot have my chocolates. None of them. I think I'm gonna go for a coconut cream next. There's an apricot cream? What the fuck is apricot cream? It exploded. I'm about to find out what apricot cream tastes like. Yep. Tastes like fucking apricots. Okay. There are several more. I'm starting to get overwhelmed there. That's just too much chocolate without milk. Put this little corsage back on. You should have taken the chocolates. They were good, man. That's what I realized. I already drank the last of my fucking milk. I guess I better make some most of my last little jewel of root beer here. Oh yeah. So that was fucking delicious. I need a cigarette after that. So anyways, when was the last time somebody bought you chocolates? It's the last time I brushed my hair. I don't think I've bothered with it yet today. Because I woke up this morning, no, to a text message from my boss, no, saying that he was sick. No. So I guess I don't work today. No. Smurfette is a genuine dumbass. She's an oval. She looks like a fucking Ford symbol. She's still flashing up on Petey. Have you driven a Ford, bitch fish? Sometimes a bitch fish just gets what it deserves, I guess. She'll probably just keep doing that until he just eats her. I'm hoping to get rid of him before that. He's getting a little too big for the tank. But anyways, I guess that's going to be all for the broadcast. I was hoping to see some more people that I haven't seen for a while. Thanks to Jordan for showing up. Wondering what happened to Susie Q. It's been a while since she was in here. Nell's been busy at work. Mostly been Conway, Maximo, and Mr. James. Mr. Strider. Occasional Rob. If I'm missing anybody, I'm sorry. Oh, Rolf. Rolf showed up. Rolf's just like a once in a blue moon commenter. But yeah. It's cool hanging out and chatting. Considering that AOL is dead and you can't really hang out and chat anywhere anymore. But guess I'll call this one a broadcast for now. Oh, like clockwork. Conway finds me right after I'm about to. How's it going, Mr. Conway? I'm all done with the productive side of this broadcast. I watched CNN's little clip of the Brexit compromise all fail. Anything new happened today? Cool. Like I said, I've got my meeting on Saturday. I'll be meeting with a serious prospective investor. But like I said, that's getting the easy part done. Hoping to flip some houses in some neglected areas and possibly make a bunch of money pretty quickly. Reinvest it into the big spanking piece of land that's over there. And go ahead and build the store and everything. But, like I said, I got the easy part done. Talked about it. Planned it out. All I'm asking for is prayers, prayers, prayers that it actually happens. Because this could be a long-term revitalization of a lot of very neglected areas, eventually leading to the revitalization of the entire Gulf Coast of America, which would lead to the eventual revitalization of the Atlantic Ocean. Let me just tell you, the Mediterranean doesn't count for shit. Mediterranean is almost a closed ecosystem. It has its own species of coral, its own species and variations on everything from amphibians to sea bass, grunts. The Red Sea and the Mediterranean are very, very isolated. But the Gulf Coast, the Gulf of Mexico, excuse me, that is the ocean's refugium right there, or it used to be. And my objective is to bring back aquacultured plants and help them reproduce, and then go and replant them to help be they're doing an awful lot on the filtration. I mean, the coral planting side, but they're not doing enough on the filtration side. So what I want to do when I do coastal reef restoration is I'm going to be restoring the filtration side of the equation. That way people can plant corals and they'll actually thrive and grow and become strong. To do that, you got to maintain the pH. To maintain pH, you got to have lots and lots of good plants growing, not just shitty algae. Some algae help, but not a lot of different species of algae actually produce oxygen, consume carbon dioxide, consume nitrates. But the good big plants that you can get growing, they'll consume the oxygen and nitrates along with the phosphates and silicates that make all the shitty algae grow. And all you have to do is kind of augment it with calcium. Just make sure they're in a good calcareous base and they won't be leaching calcium out of the water. Anyway, just more of the nonsense, huh? I've gotten myself a head of a headache kicking off, so I'm going to go ahead and call it a broadcast, man. It was nice seeing everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for clicking the like button. If anybody hasn't already, go ahead and click it now. And when I hear something else about what the hell is going on with my job, I'll certainly let y'all know. But I thought I was going to be working today. But it is what it is. If nothing else, I'll take it as a learning experience as far as what I found out about Morgan Buildings while I was trying to learn how to sell Morgan Buildings for Morgan Buildings. But maybe Morgan Buildings might wind up selling some of my buildings and helping me build some of my buildings. And maybe this could turn into some sort of a partnership, because I might be getting a little cut out of each one of these flips, or I might just pay myself salary. But either way, I think the flipping might actually happen. If enough people pray about it, I think it's gonna happen. Pray. Praying actually works. I don't know if you realize this, but yeah, God is like some sort of a sucker, and he loves his children. And when children ask nicely for things, they pretty much get what they want. So praying doesn't hurt, does it? Just understand this. God already knows. A prayer is an acknowledgement of the fact that something can't happen without God willing it to, without God already knowing. Prayer isn't for God. Prayer is for you. And if you want to deserve something to happen, pray. Anyways, that's all for now. Thanks for watching, everybody. Don't forget to click the like button if you haven't already. I don't know quite how I busted my knuckle. Must have been, looks like one of them taking off a shirt things. Oh no, I was working in the bathroom. That must have been it. I was cutting, like probably scraping the crap out of it. Anyway, insulating foam had to be cut to fit. And, well, it's just a shit job.